I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Hey, Fish.
Dina,
Hey,
how are you?
doing pretty good. Can't complain. How are you?
Oh, good. I don't know. I'm okay.
Hey,
I'm
that's
fine.
good.
I just discovered that I've lost a day or gained a day. I think I lost a day.
Mhm.
It's one or the other. I've had it in the back of my brain from the beginning that Aquashella opens on Friday.
Mhm.
And it doesn't. It opens on Saturday. At
Yeah, that's
least the
wild.
public events do. I guess you can be there all day Friday to set up. So I've got Julia coming in Thursday evening. So I'm hoping she can, because we're not going to get there until probably mid-afternoon, late afternoon even on Friday, because our setup time for us isn't going to be more than a few minutes.
Mhm.
And then we'll have dinner and go back to the hotel and be there bright and early Saturday morning
Mhm.
through Sunday. And you're leaving Sunday, but you're coming in Saturday. So we'll be together Saturday and hopefully a little bit of time Sunday
Hopefully.
morning. Yeah. Megan's coming in Thursday, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll have a little time with her
Mhm.
Thursday evening, and then we'll come up Friday, and then I think she goes back Monday. I'm not sure. But
That's gonna be
anyway,
nice to see everybody.
yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
Mhm. It's gonna be
Somebody
a
else,
lot of fun.
I think it will. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Somebody else
Same.
is coming up. I don't remember who. Oh, pull up that featured guest thing. That was kind of cool. Do I
Let me
still have
see.
it? I
Yeah, it
think
should
I
be in Discord.
I think I've got it. Let me hold on a minute. Oh, it's a.
Yep, it's in Discord.
Let me see. Yeah, you had it there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll share the link to it in the chat.
right. Racing turtle. Wow.
There's going to be a lot of interesting YouTubers.
She and her husband had spent $1,000 on tickets. Jesus God. How they
Wow.
spent that?
Wow.
I thought she was coming alone.
Who's something how I missed that message. I'm looking through now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to her afterwards and find out. This is nuts. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we are. Let me get this here. Sugar? Is that sugar? That's sugar, isn't it? Yeah, it is, right. Ta-da, ta-da. There we go. There we are. We need to turn that off.
Yep. There we go.
And then still haven't got it. Let me try it again. Stop screen. Start screen. Share screen right there. Now we ought to have it. Is that it?
There you go.
There we go. So, yeah, they're putting us in as featured guests.
Mm-hmm.
Featured guests. I guess that's kind of fun. A whole bunch of people. There are a whole bunch of featured guests. I'm at the very top. See this? Right here at the top. And as you go down, there's Grant Eater. Grant's a good friend. Cat Caveman, it'd be fun to visit him. He's been so so conflicted by me. It'll be interesting meeting him. But these are all YouTubers, so it'll be a big YouTuber crowd. Looking forward to seeing Mike and his partner. That'll be fun. I just got a big shipment from them.
Oh, nice.
These guys I don't know. Two of those. There probably will be others there. Most of them I don't know. That's interesting. Saturday the 6th. There's the activity. And then Sunday, let's see, 11, 1, 2, 3, Cheddar Festival closed. 3, Celebrity Tank Tour. So we probably will leave around noon on Sunday so we can get back before it gets dark.
Yeah. Definitely don't be driving that far in the dark.
Well, we just don't need to get in late. Is the whole thing. Where am I? I got lost. There we are. All right. Whoosh.
That's exciting that you're one of the featured guests. That's pretty exciting.
Yes, there you go. Featured guest.
Yeah.
I'm probably the of the people I've seen. I don't think there's anybody who's been on YouTube. Well, maybe Caveman, although I think he came on about the same time I did. But all the old timers, none of the old timers are there. They usually go to Florida. I met them all in Florida. They'll come up to New York. Well, it'll be fun anyway. I'll be excited about it.
And Megan said she's going to talk to Julie. If she's not coming along, this changes a lot. So Megan's on it.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Megan. I just
Yeah, thank you.
screwed that up royally.
Hey, there isn't any mistake that we can't fix.
Well, you heard about the biggest one.
No, what's the biggest one?
There was the military discount.
Oh, yeah, Brenda told me about that. Yeah, that was wild.
Dreadful. I booked the hotel. They gave us a military discount based on courier service of about 40%. It was substantial discount.
Mhm.
And then Megan followed up because Jolie was getting in a day early to find out how she should register. And they said, oh, well, we only offer that discount to active service military, not retired and not fast service. Well, that was about to double the cost.
Right?
So I got Megan on it real quick, and she came up with a place that leaves the lights on. So we're going to be at a Quality Inn, not far from the convention center, for about half. And I figured we can suffer through that. Craziness.
That is crazy. That makes no
It's
sense. When they say military discount, you would expect that veterans would actually get that discount.
Well, apparently the hotel has the option of doing it one way or the other. And that hotel decided to do it one way and not the other. So it is what it is. So, well, we got it straight. We don't need to stay in a fancy hotel. My brother and his wife stay in a Holiday Plus,
Mhm.
which I never heard about,
I haven't
but
either.
they like it. It's apparently a new subchain that it's, I guess, smaller or something. I don't know. But it's a highway kind of place. So like a glorified motel or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure they have some kind of breakfast.
Definitely.
Because that's going to save me a lot of money
Yeah, it will. Definitely will.
for all of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Miraki is going. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miraki is going to be there.
That's
Does
gonna
she
be
have
fun.
a friend?
No, actually, she doesn't.
Let me get over to YouTube. Oh, Defiant Fox. There's talk. That's an interesting question. Bring Defiant Fox up.
Let's see. Defiant Fox. Let me find it in the list up here. What's the timestamp?
I don't know. I'll give it to you. 5:58.
5:58. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh,
There we
it's
go.
Al Jester, Adam, due by John Tucker. Can some fish see you through the glass and some can't? They all can. Some are interested and others are not. It's the difference. It ain't that they see you or not. It's that some of them don't care one way or the other. John Tucker. And that was the Defiant Foxes says missing the sign when mammalians are ready to give birth. There is no difference to speak of in behavior. The difference is in appearance. And what you have to look for is the cloaca, which is where the babies come out. When she's within a day, it'll drop down and kind of square off. Before that, it's round, but that opens up and wide enough that it looks like it's at a 90-degree angle. And that's when you know it's coming fast. Miracate, gonna be an Aquashella. You will definitely see us there, and you looking forward to it. That'll be fun.
It will.
Okay, so any of you who can make it to Aquashella in New Jersey in 2 weeks, come on out. We're gonna have the whole gang there, 90 a plate per person. What is
Whoa.
Megan talking about?
That's news to me. I haven't heard of that. Wow. That's a
What?
lot.
What? The banquet?
I don't know.
That'll have a banquet, I don't think. I don't know what she's referring to. Cornwall's gonna sell water cool. Free breakfast. The hotel we have now has free breakfast. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. 90 a plate, 90 cents. What 90? What 90? Cinnamon Girl. Cinnamon Girl's coming up. That's right. She and her husband are out. Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
And Megan said the old hotel breakfast charged 90 a plate for breakfast. Whoa.
90 cents probably.
90 cents would be better than where my mind went because I'm like, my brain instantly went to dollars.
$90 for breakfast. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
crazy.
That's an expensive pancake. Darned if it ain't.
Right? Is it coated in gold? Why is the pancake $90? Cornwall changed it and he said, I'll be selling bacon and eggs.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. We need that. Lord knows. Megan said $90.
Wow.
I
All
don't
I can
get
think of is
that.
what? How
Maybe
can we charge $90 for breakfast? What on earth kind of breakfast would that even be? That's insanity.
crazy. Well, we ate there, and it's just as well. They were rather fuss budgety. I don't think I much appreciated their approach to much of anything. So we're good to be done with them. They'll even get their name mentioned. Cornwall is Gordon Ramsay cooking. There you go. That must be it.
Right? Now we know what it is.
Really funny. And Stephanie would starve.
I don't blame you. I would too.
Egg Benedict, right. Oh, I see. Egg Benedict and expensive foods. So it's like probably an all-day buffet. Still, that's enormously expensive for a meal.
Right? That's insanity for one meal.
Can't even imagine.
Right?
Can't even imagine.
I don't care how they cook the eggs. Yeah, $90 is too expensive for eggs.
Yeah, really. Well, when I was in Sarasota, there was a hotel that's since been torn down that had a buffet. It was a Sunday buffet, and it was, this is going way back. This is 20 years ago. It was $25 20 years ago. So it would be 50 plus today. Yeah. But it was absolutely astounding. They had everything imaginable on it, all kinds of seafood on it, big roasts.
Oh, wow.
Hams, and some real fancy kinds of stuff. It was pretty cool. Newpar is here. Let's see, hotel. Megan says, I don't dare open the mini fridge. Yeah, right.
Right.
Mary, you have a question. I purchased the NutriPredator premium food. Was wondering if it's appropriate to feed my bed of cherry bugs and neons. Yeah, absolutely. NutriPredator premium. The NutriPredator premium is a pellet. Um, yeah, actually it's a mix of um, food from manufacturer in Japan and from one in Israel. It's the top two foods in the world that are available only for commercial production. So you don't get them packaged in fish stores. It's extremely high quality food. We mix the two and sell it as our own brand. We're going to be doing food at the show. We're going to also have the new cool flake food, which is cool. It's cool, that cool flake. The colony. Oh, that was the colony. Oh, that's right. The fellow. Do you remember Adam, the chef who was there? He went up to Tampa and opened a very fancy restaurant in Tampa during that time. Can't remember his name, but he advertised, and I had a publication called the Sarasota something or other. I don't remember. Um, and he had advertised in it. We did barter, so I got to eat at his restaurant quite a lot. Cornwall Guppies only eat $90 breakfast. That probably ain't far off, I'll tell you. It's amazing how much some of these foods cost.
Yeah.
And we've gotten into feeding shrimp, and we buy bags of frozen raw shrimp, and we go through a bit of it. It's kind of amazing. A pound, we go through a pound a week. Of
Wow.
course,
That is amazing.
we're feeding a lot of fish and a lot of big fish.
Mhm.
Fish and Link, like what you see, make it official. Like and subscribe. Well done, Fish Fan. I love it. Amazing spread, says Adam. Yeah, very small pellet. It is a small pellet. And curiously, it's called a large pellet. It's referred to as a large pellet. The small pellet is it's almost like dust.
Wow.
It is so fine. Yeah, it really high quality stuff, but sort of strange. When I found the cool flake, I started feeding that, and there are a couple of different formulas. The one I'm feeding is, I think it's brine shrimp. I don't remember, brine shrimp and algae. I think it's spirulina, which is perfect. I mean, that's a great food. And the fish are crazy for it. I'm feeding it to everything. And we do sell that. We've got 3 or 4 different foods. We're trying to get the frozen. We have a frozen food that's absolutely wonderful. 3 pounds a week. Is that right? Wow.
Wow, that's impressive. 3 pounds of shrimp per week. Wow. Well, you do have
Yeah.
a lot of large fish, so that makes sense.
$8 a pound, but it's probably $8 a pound. $25 a week to feed all their fish shrimp. And that ain't the only thing they eat of the frozen shrimp, right? I didn't realize it was that much. Mercy.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of shrimp.
Yeah, it's a lot of shrimp. Oh, well, the big fish, the little fish are getting big. The peacock bass and the mirash and so forth.
Oh, it looks like we got Jacob Wade.
Jacob's here. Jacob always always puts in an appearance first. Well, let's see what Jacob's up to. Hi, Jacob.
Hey,
Hey, how you guys doing?
good.
Okay, what are we doing here? Looks like we cleared the front a little bit.
Yeah, got some more leaf litter and some more twigs and all that. Some more bacteria all up in there.
Huh.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Right.
Yeah, and then they just chill. They just chill in the corners and stuff. The
Those
little ants.
guys, yeah, they'll be breeding in another month or two. That'll be
I
interesting.
I hope.
That'll get you all fired up.
Oh yeah, it will.
Start
They're
seeing a
getting.
lot of baby angels in there. That'd be great fun.
That would.
Oh yeah, them guys are getting big too. Look at them. Oh, he come down. He had to show his appearance.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, the clowns. I remember I had a couple of clowns in Florida that were about 9 inches long.
Wow.
Well, that's adult. That's mature. They don't breed until they get that size. So they won't breed at like 3, 4 inches. They're still juvenile.
There's
So
the crayfish. She likes to hide under there. She thinks she's hidden.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's doing really well. I
So yep.
I
That it
did
is.
like a day. See my wood, it actually went away on its own, but it created its own mycelium and put a white fuzzy film, and then within a day it was gone, and now it's back to normal. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody eats that mycelium.
Mm-hmm.
I get
It's
it there.
it's like eating mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then I get it right up underneath the here, right where my water falls out.
Right.
It's white all through there.
Ugh. Oh dear.
But you can tell this is, I don't know, how long will those transformer ones last?
The lights,
Yeah,
they can last for years.
really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad system, really. I go. I remember iridescent. That was the original, of course. Screw-in bulbs,
Yes.
and then from that we went to fluorescent, the big fat ones, the T8s. Then we went to T5s, and then the saltwater branched off and went to metal halide, which is
So
an
what
impossible light.
what number am I?
Is that
It,
LED or is that's a T5? That's a tube. Yeah, T5. There it is. T8. Is that an
oh,
8? Yes. T8. It's a little bit
yeah,
small. Yeah, a
okay.
little bit smaller than the T5.
It's got a
That
decent.
may, that may be LED. I think.
Uh, it says down here fluorescent bulb or fluorescent tube.
Okay, all right. 15 watt, 18. Okay, so it is fluorescent. Yeah, T5 to T. I never even got into T8s. I got into LEDs before they came out. And
Okay,
I've been
sweet.
doing LED from the beginning.
Oh wow. I mean it works good. I mean it's actually uh it actually cut back a lot of the main algae I was getting from a single white celled spectrum, and now this is a full spectrum fluorescent, and it actually took away on my 10 hours all the negative growth up top. Look at that. It's healthy.
Yeah, I used it for years. It's a good bulb. It's a good light. I
My
just
next
I've
my
gotten
next
totally away from them.
Wow. My next investment, I'm gonna switch them transformers out, and I'm gonna put a Higer planted full spectrum light.
Oh, they're nice. Now that'll be LED.
Mhm.
Yeah. Here's the male. There, he's just coming out. He's getting a little chunky.
Those angels are growing. Yeah, they'll be breeding soon. They'll be pairing off.
That's
be-
really
My
exciting.
hole. I think my keyholes are getting into it because they're starting to dig little holes, like a little hole, and
Oh,
she'll sit
yeah,
look
that's
up
a
and
good.
he'll.
Huh.
But I still think she's still too young. I just think she's into the technique of wanting to spawn, but I think she's still too young.
Right. I've never spawned keyholes. I don't think. I don't remember having done it. One never knows. When you've done it
They're-
long enough, you forget what you've done.
Right. Yeah, they're doing amazing. I haven't had nothing. Ever since I learned everything the correct way from my old 55, I actually I actually did a lot of very amazing good things to this system. And look, I mean it's amazing. Almost 7 months. And I actually have no green algae because everything is actually processing and keeping up with the demand to keep it processed. It's breaking things down, it's holding it correctly. Nothing's getting out of hand. Almost 7 months. So I guarantee you within 1 year, I still should not have no buildup on the bottom.
Looking good. Well,
Yeah, it
thank you.
is. You've done great.
Nice to see you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jacob.
What do we
Looks like we
got?
got Brenda and Dre.
Drake, yeah, but Drake Con. Where'd he go? There he is. Drake Contage.
Hey, Dre.
Drake Contage. Hey, Drake. Turn
Hey
your mic.
Dina, hey Fatherfish.
How are you?
I am doing great.
Nice.
So I just had a question about this because uh I had my betta in here, you already knew that. I put him in a 1 gallon bowl with plant on top of it.
Sure.
So now what I want to do is I want to do some shrimp breeding so I can
Oh,
get
good.
some cash to fund my hobby.
That'll
Right.
be awesome.
You know what I mean? And
Oh, yeah.
extra money for expenses and whatever.
Sure.
But I tried ghost shrimps in here and they were doing fine until they died. I don't know if I overfed or what, but they weren't molting. So I bought some shrimp rocks and I put one in here because I didn't want to overdo it. So I was wondering, this tank is like fully cycled and seasoned. It's been months now. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
I'd put some cherries in there.
you think they'll last? They'll do
Get
good?
some neos. Yeah. The problem with the grass shrimp is that they could very well be brackish, which means
Oh,
they'll never breed in
okay.
a freshwater tank.
Oh,
So, try the neos. They shouldn't be a problem. They should live fine.
so I
Should
don't
do
really
it.
need it. So I don't have to check the cage and the GH then?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And I got a lot
Yeah.
of algae growing on the knackers, so
Yeah, well, they'll take care of that.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause I'm hearing that you gotta have like sufficient food for them to eat besides what you're gonna feed them.
Well, it's a big tank for a little tiny animal.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
and there's more than enough in there for them to eat. So I wouldn't worry about it. Get a
Oh,
half a dozen.
a
Just
half a
get it.
dozen?
Yeah, don't put more than that in. Make sure
Okay.
they do all right. And you can
Okay.
always add more later.
Okay, that
But
sounds good.
start with a small group.
All right, that's what I was thinking. Cause they're about 4.99, so I could spend like 30 something and get six.
Right.
We
Let me
lost
show
you.
you
We lost
Yeah.
them.
No,
Yeah.
let me I'm here still.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna show you the 20 and all these snails I got in here. My wife counted 82.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Other mysteries. Oh, nice.
Yeah. How long do they take to get like a selling stage or
Oh,
size?
about 6 months.
Okay. Because they're growing pretty fast in here.
They sure are.
Yeah. They
Hmm.
just came out like a week or two ago.
Wow, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I
Put
appreciate
some of
that.
them, put some of them in that shrimp tank.
Oh yeah, that's what I think to do. But the shrimp tank isn't heated though. You advised me to get
Won't
the
matter. It won't make any difference.
should I
They
acclimate them?
they can tolerate cooler water.
Yeah, but should I acclimate them or just
No, you don't need to.
okay.
They'll be fine. They'll
All
be
right.
okay.
Yeah. It's doing good. My first group of baby platies are doing pretty fine. They're growing real good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I got a few of them, and I got more babies. They're so small you can hardly see them. Look
It's a
at
good looking thing.
that. Appreciate you, Fish.
Nice.
I got me an Amano in here that I just got recently, but he's all over the place.
Right, right.
That's what he does.
Looking good. Thank you, Trey.
All right. I just came up real quick to tell y'all, give y'all an update. And you want to
Appreciate
say
it.
hello to Fish?
Yeah, looking good. Looking
Say
good.
hello, Fish.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, say hello, Fish.
There she goes. Hello.
Say
They're
hi.
adorable.
Hi. Let's see what's got us up. So there. There she
Hi.
is. How are you?
Hey, yeah, yeah.
That's
They are
nice.
adorable.
I appreciate you, Dina. Yeah, they love Fish because that's all I watch, anyways.
Hey,
Thank
that's
you.
raising them right.
Yeah.
Right. Bye for now.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Let's see. Brenda's here and about. Let's see what she's. Oh, she's here at
Oh,
the koi
cool.
pond. The koi pond. Throw some food in there.
That is
If
so
you haven't
amazing how they
already.
follow her hand like that. That
Yeah.
that is awesome.
They're a little small, so we're not going to really try to market them until we get them up to a couple of inches, 3-4 inches. But these are all the offspring of Japanese imports.
Oh,
So
nice.
the original parents are pretty high quality fish. So hopefully these are going to be very nice. We got about 40 of them in there. So we'll see. Did you put food in, Brenda? It's right there on the table. Just a few flakes.
I like that waterfall too.
That's about, I don't know, 200 to 300 gallons. So it's pretty good size.
Those are some beautiful koi.
There is a school of about 30 green Aeneas in there,
Oh, wow.
full grown, that fellow brought in. He had grown them all out and didn't want them anymore. So he gifted us with them.
That was nice of
And
him.
I kept them all together, put them all in there. I figured we needed a cleanup crew in there. So that's our cleanup crew. And eventually we'll start collecting eggs, maybe, if we can catch them.
Catch them in time's difficult.
Well, you got to be there. I mean, they live
Pretty much
right,
right after they're laid.
they go right behind and eat them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll land and come right behind and eat them. Not right away, but within a few hours, they'll eat their own eggs. I think they may be spawning. I saw them yesterday, all up and down the sides in a corner. probably looking for eggs. That was about mid-noon, mid-morning. So I'm gonna have to start checking early. Brenda to check early, see if we can find some eggs to hatch out.
So the waterfall, is it connected to some type of other filtration? How have you got this filtered?
It's a canister.
Oh, nice.
We've got a big canister right where she's standing. Look at the canister, Brenda. Right where you're standing. The big filter on the floor.
I'm not sure she can hear you.
Yes, she can. She's right in front of me. The filter on the floor. There you go.
Oh, wow. That's a nice setup.
So we're going to build a superstructure for this. It'll be like a Japanese arch that probably will wind up being roofed so that we can put some of this plumbing and lighting up there. We need lighting. So even if we don't put the plumbing up there, we'll put the lighting up there. So I'm in no big rush to do it. We're just kind of it's just sort of there right now.
Those are some
The
gorgeous
discs.
discs.
Yeah, they're nice. I love it in that tank. It's a great tank.
I love the aquascaping in there too.
Well, we have a video coming out in the morning tomorrow early afternoon, I think. That these tanks have now, many of them have been aquascaped. Jennifer's been working on them. She's really good. We just did, not this one, the next one, I think, is the one we did in the video. Which one did we do in the video? She can't hear me.
I'm not sure.
Well, we passed it. It's one of those, one of the 10s. Anyway, it's a chance to see everybody in the shop hard at work, working on various aspects of aquascaping that tank. Brenda did all the hardscape for it.
That's
And
gonna
we've
be
got
exciting to see.
Yeah, little pile of rocks for the benefit of the coolie loaches. I don't know what's in here. Some koi. I remember there's not much else in there right now. Just goldfish and koi.
There's some beautiful goldfish.
And a few random cichlids in here. I kind of got confused. We wound up, and there's a tigrinus catfish in here. It's about 6-7 inches. That's the shovel nose that has the long extensions. And he hides in the corner all the time, so you never see him. But they get big, so eventually you'll see him. And the pond. Bunch of different fish in here. That's a big Ostronimus. That's the giant gourami. That's only about 7-8 inches. They get a couple of feet. They get very, very big. So looking forward to them. There's 2 of them in there. And then there are 2 green ones. Koi, goldfish, a couple of other cichlids. That's another Ostronimus. That's a cichlid down there.
Love the pond.
Some Jack Dempsey's are in there, I think. We use this as a rescue for plants that have kind of wilted out, to bring them back. And it works pretty well, mostly the big plants. So if we have a mother sword that's kind of gotten, oh, these are nice. This is a pair of pike cichlids. They're zingus, and I'm pretty sure it's a pair. They're not quite big enough to spawn, but I think they're getting close. They're about 10 inches. We got them when they were 2.
Wow.
And it's only taken about 6 months to get them up to that size. This is mostly geophagus in here. There are a pair of blue, electric blue acaras. There's one. They're over here in the corner with babies. And she might be able to catch the babies. Yep, there they are. They've got babies here. Now, we left these in here because we already have a previous hatching of about 500, so we didn't need another 500. It's winnowing down. There's still a bunch there. They've been hatched for, I guess, almost a week in there. They've been riding herd over them, keeping everybody away. Eventually, when the fish get big enough, start swimming around. There really are not many fish in there that go after little fish. The geos are not big on eating baby fish, but they will. This is our monster tank. Actually, it's the baby monster tank. We have baby monsters in here. Mashirs, which is it's a big fish from Vietnam, Cambodia, those areas. It gets quite big. There's a clouded archer going by. I don't know what that is, a Mashir, I guess. We have 3 or 4 different species.
Those are beautiful.
These are silver gar.
Oh,
There's-
cool.
So that's a fish that gets about 18 inches. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah, thank you.
See if I can get out of here. I don't get out. There we
You
go.
guys have so many beautiful fish at the shop.
I thought somebody came up.
Yeah,
I
they
heard a
did.
click.
It was
And then
Chairs
they disappeared.
Aquatics.
Who was it?
Chairs Aquatics.
Well, they came up and went away. Maybe they couldn't get their equipment working. Todd Baba. Oh, it's Todd. Okay. He said, give me a minute.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
Hi.
I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's my new beta right there.
Oh,
Oh, no.
adorable.
Yes.
And she's in my community tank with my cichlids, which are pistogrammas.
Nice. That's a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was wondering, are pistogrammas like substrate cleaners?
Not particularly.
Well, they like clean my substrate,
They
but
pick around on the bottom. And they're not really a cleaner. They're looking for microscopic
macrofauna.
macrofauna, the bigger
Yeah.
stuff, like the worms and copepods,
Oh yeah.
the bigger stuff.
Also have it looks like the same beta in here, right here. Y'all saw her already before.
Yeah, pretty.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I also have another one, but these are all community tank betas. So yeah, it's rolling right here.
All females. Yeah.
That's a
She's
pretty.
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I saw that one and it was just like it wanted to leave the cup.
Right.
I think all betas want to leave cups.
To be sure. To be sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know how to take care of Amana shrimp babies? I was wondering.
Yeah, they're the babies. You're not going to get Amanos to hatch. They're a
I thought you
brack.
had to use salt.
Well, it's a brackish water shrimp, so you have to put the female who's carrying in
Yeah.
brackish water in order for them to hatch.
Yeah. I saw one video that says something about it, but like you have to really learn about it, like really
Well,
get
you
to
have to
it.
learn how to keep brackish.
Yeah. Eventually, I am going to get this tank more planted. I'm just trying to make sure everything's going properly, so I can add more stuff to the tank before anything really happens.
Well, I would get plants in there right away. As many
Okay.
these fish
I
are
was,
doing wonderfully, but
yeah.
the tank really needs the plants in order to keep the water clear.
Yeah, I
You got
have
there are enough
um
fish in there for it to be an issue.
yeah. I have Java Moss, Anubias, Java or no, yeah, Java yeah,
Fern, yeah,
Anubias, Java Fern, and more Anubias. And
right. I would get a bunch of stem plants.
stem plants. Like what? What are the easy ones to do? Like that will grow super easy, that will get really big and stuff.
The stem
And
plant. The stem,
yeah,
yeah. We sell
like
a
hornwort or
pack of stem plant. You can put hornwort in. That's okay.
I thought hornwort like was really bad.
We have a package deal of stem plants. You get 12 different species, and a lot of them will grow right up out of the water. They're very fast growing plants.
Oh, that sounds great, but I'm not anywhere near Florida or anything
Well,
like that.
we're not in Florida. We're
Oh, I thought you
in
were.
Maryland. Now we're in Maryland, and we ship all over the country. Check out our store. Our store is if you go to fatherfishaquarium.com, there's the link for the store. But fatherfishaquarium.com, the links for everything are there. You'll be able to find our store there as well. Yeah, that tank needs plants desperately.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too, and I was thinking about like I have a pea puffer right under this tank right here. It's a 29 gallon, but I rounded up to a 30. But I was thinking like, should I first take care of the pea puffer and move the pea puffer to the 5 gallon, or should I just take care of this tank first?
If you do not get plants in there, those fish could start dying in a matter of a week or two.
Oh, I've had this tank for a long time too, so
They are
it could
not,
happen at any time.
the tank is not able to take care of all of the waste from the fish without adequate plants. They depend
All
on each other. Fish depend on plants, and plants depend on fish. That's the balance of nature.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do not have a balance in there right now, and you've got quite a lot of fish. You will see an
Yeah,
immediate difference when you get plants in there.
yeah. I'm eventually gonna get rid of like 30 guppies eventually and bring them to a local store near me, like an hour away from me. But they create a lot of waste, and I'm gonna move my pea puffer there to the 5 gallon, and yeah, they like create such a mess. So Yeah.
Well, that's
And-
because you don't have plants. If you
Yeah.
have plants, they would take care of that.
Yeah. It's just like there's like 30 of them in my 5 gallon. I'm like, man, that's too much. And they're already like they're like before the adult stage. So they're still gonna like I'm not very sure. It's just I don't want it to be overcrowding and then put more in here, even though I have two in here. Um,
The more plants you have, the more fish you can have.
yeah.
Thanks for coming up, Chair. Good to see you.
Okay, you
We
too.
bring John Tucker up and see what he's doing. Thank you. Well, come
Okay.
on, get that
Okay.
planted. Come on back. We want to see it again.
All right. God bless.
Bye for now.
Bye.
John Tucker,
Hey.
Hey, Father Fish.
how are you?
Oh man, it's awesome to see you again so soon.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And matter of fact, I was thinking of you today. I went out to that little tank I have back behind the shed to get some mosquito larvae and scooped up a few extra leaves for the loaches. And I found this little piece of wood out there, and I thought I'd just add it to the tank for a temporary little decoration.
What do you have in the bottom of that tank?
This side right over here, it's kind of like a little bit of sand to a clear tank back here. You know what it's kind of like a gradation, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah,
And
why
then
don't you
if you look,
put at least an inch of sand in there?
well, once I put that sand in there originally, that's when I first got that algae bloom. So I'm trying not to play with
The
that too much, but I will. You know I will.
Sand did not cause the algae bloom.
Well, it did to me. I don't know. You know how sometimes we just get it in our heads. But anyway, I also for you, I hid the hose here. Yes, the last time I talked to you, the hose was here. You know, and I'm still. But what I wanted to mention, and also the previous person was, you had said get some little rocks for my loaches, maybe to lay eggs in the future.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned that to somebody, and then we were talking about decoration, and I said, you know, a lot of decorations are sharp, and they'll hurt your fish if you got them the wrong decorations with the wrong fish. And I was going to ask you what rocks you thought might be best for my loaches.
Just river rock, a small river rock.
Yeah, we got a sand creek just down from here, and I thought I might go find some small ones there.
Yep. Yep.
Well, that's just about it for me.
Very good, John.
Yeah, good to see you.
You too. Bye
Thanks.
for now.
Well, you ready for some questions, Father Fish?
Sure.
All righty. Let's see what we've got.
Can you create UV in the settings of the LEDs? What do you want UV for? Ultraviolet. The white LED, it's got UV in it. The broad spectrum. Yeah, you don't need UV separately. They'll just get you in trouble, frankly, because it tends to burn stuff off. Ryan is here.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi,
Hey.
Ryan. How are you?
Good. It is fry season right now. Got
Oh,
more than I've
no.
ever had at once.
Oh, really? What do you got?
Well, I was thinking about breaking down a tank. It was my Celestial Pearl Danias. They've been in there for at least a year. And then as soon as I pull out one of the rocks, all of a sudden, oh, look, there's like 4 little fry swimming around in there. Like, okay, plans changed. So they're all
That's how it
staying.
goes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Oh, we lost
We
your
lost-
audio. Yeah, still can't hear you. We lost audio.
Lost your audio.
Yeah, we lost your audio. We can't hear you. Yeah, can't hear you.
He's on it.
Yep, he's gonna fix it.
He's got that look on.
It's so easy when you have those earbuds in. If you adjust them any, it'll just mute it and then trying to get it back.
Yeah,
That's the same look I get every time I do it too.
that's funny. We'll get him back when he's got it together. Oh, glory.
Want
What
me
else
to add
you got
another
for
question?
questions?
What'd you say? It broke up on my end.
What else do you have for questions? American Explorer says my uncle is here. Well, I don't know what that's all about. Add moderator. Let's get a few wrenches passed out here. I think that's Benjamin. Is that Ryan back?
Yep, that's Ryan.
You want to bring him up?
All right.
I'm doing wrenches.
All right. Sounds good.
Sorry about that. Every time I get a phone call, for some reason, these Bluetooth headphones decide to switch off. So, whatever. I didn't even pick it up either. Some random number I don't know.
Hey, Adam said that was a menacing look. I thought so too. That was intense. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you watch the video that you posted today? The one from our editor in South Africa.
Yeah, I went through the whole thing.
What'd you think?
Definitely likes the dissolve transition. Sorry, I'm looking at it from the technical standpoint.
What was amazing to me, how quickly he worked on it, because there were 16 little bits, and he put all that together in a reasonable format in about 2 hours, rough cut.
Wow.
And then we went through and added some more and polished it a bit. We could have done more with it. I would have liked to have put the names of the plants on it, had them written on it, but I didn't want to keep going back and re-edit it again. I just wanted to get it out. So we have a new editor, a young man who lives in South Africa in Pretoria. So we're real excited about it. He seems skilled and quick, works fast. He actually did 2 others. He's got 3 pieces ready to go. The others I haven't brought up yet. Yeah. So we'll get them posted shortly. So we're back in business. We did this video is a staff video on aquascaping one of our 10-gallon tanks. The next one, which we're putting together this week, will be all about substrate. Mm-hmm. Every single aspect of how we put together and manufacture, bag, and process our substrate. So that'll be interesting, I think. And the main reason I'm doing it is to really show off our staff. And then the one after that will probably be Aquashella. That's coming up in less than 2 weeks now. So that'll be exciting. And we're going to have a mob there. We'll have at least 11 people at Aquashella, all in our booth. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I talked to my brother about it. He said, you're going to have to send a bunch of them out in the field with flyers, passing them out to get people coming in. But it's going to be fun. We're all fired up about that. Shame you can't make it back east for the occasion. We'll be thinking about
I know. I was thinking about it. It would have been fun. We will have to plan something. I ran it by the wife She wants to do a whole like East Coast trip out of it though. So
Oh, that
go
would-
through like Philadelphia, DC, and all that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it. That'd be nice. What we'll try to do is well, I want to do some live, so we'll try to get it out. Maybe you can come up on that. It's going to be Saturday. We'll have to do that Saturday. And probably be in and out. I did that at Aquashella. No, I did that at the Clash 2 years ago, walking around and doing live. So I think we'll do it again at Aquashella. So we'll give folks a chance to see what we're doing there and to see what it's all about.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
He's sneaking back there, isn't he, Ryan?
Yeah, she's
Look
a
at
curious one.
Yeah.
Well, as far as what I got going on, we'll get a video about leaves and humic substances and degradation and stuff.
Oh,
Just
nice.
That'd be interesting.
Basically a 2-part experiment on that where we gave them a week to just release all their colors, and then after that dunked them all into the aquarium to see how quick they'd be degraded. So we're working on that right now. It's sitting open on my computer. And
How's
then
the CO2 experiment doing?
yeah, I love experiments. They're fun.
How is
Right,
this
they are.
CO2? How
Oh, the
is it?
CO2 one, sorry. That one I haven't opened yet. I wanted to get to it at the end of the week here, but I got busy.
I'm real curious about that.
Yeah, I'll try and pop them open tomorrow morning, and we'll see what the sensor says and stuff.
Yeah.
And
One
again,
of
it'll
the-
be
I've made assumptions about along the way, but have not received any real authentication yet. So we'll
yeah.
see if my
And
guesswork is valid.
it's a little bit of an approximation too, because I'll be measuring the gas and not the water. But they reach their own equilibriums and stuff too, to where you can probably pretty much approximate what's in the water from what's in the air.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, and it definitely has made some bubbles, that's for sure.
Cool. Well, that'd be real interesting.
Yeah. And then I don't know, I might cook up something on green water here eventually. Although that's
We've
been
had-
going interesting.
Yeah, a bunch of people are asking about how to create and maintain green water.
Yeah,
So that would be valuable.
green water.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. And the recent thing is there's been some little, I don't know, some kind of fly or whatever that laid larvae in there. And so now they're all pupating.
Huh.
Yeah. And then this one used to be full of Moina and Cyclops and stuff, but I think it probably got a little bit too hot because unfortunately the temperatures are really kicked up lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then if you're all wondering about the jars, those are interesting too. So yeah,
jars.
not much growth going on in the pure water one.
Mm-hmm.
Pure sand, again, not much growth either. Same thing with our pure gravel here. It just, is doing what it can. There's no real nutrients in there to draw from. And then we get to like the gravel one here, and wow, there's just like tons of growth going on in this thing here. And then same thing with our sandy soil one. Although with the sand and soil one, I don't know, I got some kind of weird, I don't know what it is, but it has just scummed up the whole thing to the point where it's not as good as it could have been.
Heavy algae, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the problem with these little tiny containers is that anything more than a quarter of an inch of soil overwhelms it.
Yeah.
You just really can only put a tiny amount in.
And it's just the small amount of water volume compared to all the nutrients that it's supposed to hold too. It's not able to balance them out without boatloads of plants.
Right, right.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Very good. Well, thank you.
Yeah. And happy fry season to everybody else. Hopefully your fish are producing too.
Yeah,
They definitely are.
You bet.
All
Let's
right, good to
see.
see everybody.
Is there any
Nice to see you
fish?
too.
Fish is asking, is there any natural medicine for gill flukes
Oh boy.
or parasites in the gills, like a plant based I could put in the water? I don't think so.
Not that I've heard
Uh,
of.
yeah, gill flukes are a whole other issue. By and large, gill flukes are large enough to manually remove them. There are some species that are tiny, but most of what we come across are pretty big, visible, and can easily be removed with tweezers. Um, you just you can do a salt solution. A brine solution will work. Do it as a dip, um, and that typically will cause them to fall off. We lost Ryan because he didn't want to get in on the kill flip conversation.
Guess not.
I should have asked him first rather than going off on it. Todd Bob, do you know Bob Keller? Oh, of course. Bob Keller's an old friend. Bob and I go way back. Bob was the very first, Bob and Kenny were the very first people to subscribe to my channel, 5 years ago. Yeah, I
Oh,
was
wow.
with Bob recently on his live stream. Sweet man. I was going to say sweet old man, but I think I'm older than him.
That's funny. We got another question from Fish.
Sure. Diminochromis striagonus.
Mm-hmm.
Diminochromis striagonus. Let's see if we can find a picture here. So we'll get on the same page. Oh, wait a minute. God, I can't type with the darn DINI. Dimida CHROMIS striagonus. US. Let's
I'll
see.
be right back.
Right. This came up last week, I think. Yeah, it did. This came up last week. Dooby-dooby-doo. Share screen. Share. But, well, now what's covering the picture? Oh, honestly, there it is. So the question is it a good fish? It's a great fish. It's highly predaceous, highly aggressive. And as you can also say, highly expensive. I don't know who this is. Let's see who this is. Oh, this is Ron's cichlids. So that's a picture of one from, Ron's cichlids. Beautiful fish, stunning fish. They get big, they get 6 to 8 inches. Probably can get bigger. Tanganyika, I don't remember. Let's see if it has any. Yeah, here we go. Sunset habits, a haplochromis. It is from Malawi. Right. Habitat is reed stands and valve beds. That's interesting. Maternal mouth brooder, mildly aggressive. it's saying, and it wants to be in hard water. Beautiful fish. It's not unless you've got a big tank, you don't want to try to keep it. And if you do, you want it to be with other fish of its ilk, other more aggressive fish. Now you can mix South Americans with it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I have South Americans and Africans in my 120, and they do quite well together. They're mostly Central Americans as opposed to South America. And the Central American gets a little bigger, many of them, and are a bit more aggressive. So they're able to hold their own better with the Malawis. The Malawis have a reputation of being very aggressive fish. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's a kind of fish you don't want to get one of and mix it in with a bunch of other oddball stuff. It wants to be with more of its own kind, if you will. Now, if you notice, the description shows that it is found in the wild in Vallisneria patches, in really in fields of val. And if you look at my big tank, which I've shown before, it is very, very heavy with large val. The notion that you cannot keep African cichlids, Malawi cichlids with plants is just plain wrong. Many parts of the lake are very heavily grown out with all sorts of aquatic plants. It's only when you have one or two that they get chewed up. If you have the tank half full of plants, that really won't be a problem. The little bit of chewing they do on it is offset by the sheer volume of plants living and growing in the tank. In point of fact, I have probably 40 African, Tanganyika, Malawi, and Central American fish in that tank. It's loaded with plants. There is no plant predation at all. None. So it simply is not true that that you can't keep plants. Now, I will say you can't keep plants in gravel, not very well, and certainly not in a very busy, high octane tank like a Malawi tank. You need sand, you need substrate, you need a growth environment for them to be able to, for the plants to be able to thrive in. And they will thrive in it. You simply have to have the tank set up in a way that makes it natural and stable for the kinds of fish you're keeping. Right. What else you got for questions, Dina?
Okay, we've got one from Adam. He wants to know what your opinion is about the whale sharks that keep dying in the Atlanta Aquarium. This is news to me. I hadn't even heard that they had whale sharks. So that's
It's a monster. It's a 1,000,000-gallon tank.
Whoa.
But what they found with other big fish like the great white is that you simply cannot keep them in a closed environment.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing would be true with the whale sharks. They're an open water fish, and that really does mean open water. I mean, for them to be able to travel a few hundred yards is for them to be tracked and ensnared. They travel miles in a day. They're a wide roaming fish, and they simply will be trapped by any an environment like an aquarium. And they will go downhill real fast because they're trapped. They can't survive in that. They want to be able to move in a straight line for a month without changing direction,
Wow.
or a week or whatever, even a matter of hours. And in an environment like that, they can't move in a straight line for more than not even a minute. So they're just trapped in that environment. Biologically, it can keep them going, but fish psychology says they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be able to function the way they normally do.
It's too different from their natural environment.
It's too different, right? And they any fish that is a true pelagic fish is they move in a straight line until they're tired of moving in a straight line. They swim hard and fast, and they do that not simply to get from one place to another, because there are not a lot of different places. One place is kind of as good as another, but it allows them to either overcome predation or find prey. It's just the wrong kind of environment. I think that has more to do with it than anything else, really, because the husbandry is perfect in terms of water quality, nutrition, health, all of that. There's nothing wrong with the way they're being kept. It is how they're being kept, or more to the point, what they're being kept in. It's the container that's the problem, not the care. The care is better than they would get in the wild. But they can't be kept that way. It takes like a San Diego aquarium that really is an open system where the tanks look out on the ocean. That's really the only way to do it. So you have the fish swimming into view and swimming out of view. You would have to have a tank the size of the city of Atlanta for the whale shark or great white or any other kind of whale to be at home in a closed environment. In other words, it would have to be an open closed environment, big enough that they would not be able to see end to end in it. Anyhow, that's my thoughts on it. What else you got? Thank you, Adam.
Then we've got another question.
No, it won't. Shall I take off any glass lids on my tank? Will it help my floaters and lettuce and frog bed? No, it will not help your floaters and lettuce and frog bed. In point of fact, leaving the glass on will do more good. You may need to lower the water level to create about 2 inches of airspace. I would say a minimum of 2 inches of space between the glass and the surface of the water in order to allow things like water lettuce to be able to have room to grow in there. And if you can give it a few more inches, then, well, hyacinth you really can't do. Hyacinth is so light intensive that I don't think you can really keep it successfully in an aquarium. I've never been able to. I mean, there probably are people who who have and do, but I've not been able to do it. The only time when taking the lid off is helpful is if you want true emergent growth. And I've experimented with putting an inverted tank on top of a tank with set up with fish, and that actually works pretty well. It just gets to be complicated feeding them and whatnot because you have to move this top tank out of the way, and it's heavy and cumbersome and can slip and fall and whatnot. So it's a bit problematic. I don't know if anyone has built a cover that is tall enough to really be able to grow emergent plants in an aquarium and still have it enclosed, but something with doors that would open would be ideal. I did that once with sliders, and it just I think it was not built right and wound up not being very useful. It's always heavy. I mean, you got to be careful putting something like that together because it's sitting right on the top frame of the tank. I did it with a 200, a 6 foot 200, and it was just a bit problematic. We built it, and it had two big sliders on it, but I was never real happy with it. I think it wasn't built right. It was just awkward to use. But that's the idea, to do something like that. And if you do that, then you can have an island coming out well out of the water that will allow you to have things like reptiles growing in an arboreal kind of environment in a really big tank. That can be spectacular. Ants Canada has a display, probably the best I've ever seen, that has aquatic and land environment. He built it for ants. He now has all kinds of things in it, larger insects, reptiles, and so forth. It's pretty magnificent, but it's utterly massive. You know, he's such a large YouTuber that he was making the kind of money as a young man that allowed him to move to, I think, I'm trying to remember what country he moved to. I don't remember. It wasn't Japan. It was south of Japan. The Philippines, probably. And built a home in the forest.
Wow.
And built these vast ant colonies within the house. The house was built as an ant house that he camped out in. Amazing place. Still there, still doing videos from it. It is it's the ultimate pipe dream. The ultimate really the ultimate aquarium, I guess, really.
It would
terrarium. Amazing guy.
Oh, it looks like we've got Matthew waiting.
Let's see. Oh, the prodigious is here too. Let's get Matthew up and we'll go back to prodigious. Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
Hey guys, how's it going? I
Good,
just feeding the Jack Dempsey while I was waiting on you. Yeah, like he wanted to attack the phone, so I give him something to attack.
Right.
How y'all doing this afternoon?
Good.
This evening? Y'all still there?
You bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes where I live in the boonies, so
I know how that goes.
Where are you?
I'm in a little place called Manning, South Carolina.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, it's right close if you ever heard of Florence or anything like that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But just wanted to, yeah, here's the, I guess the dark water tank or whatever.
It is now, isn't it? Oh,
There's a big corkscrew valve back there, but I put it in and it melted away, but I've had them do that before. It'll come back.
yeah, they
But
do.
yeah, that one, that big one right there to the right, it did the same thing. It melted about to nothing, and yeah, now look at it. But I think that's some kind of sword or something there. But
Right.
uh, but anyways, just letting you have a look and stopping in to say, hey,
Well,
that one
thank
melted away too. There's a back one in the back there.
Right.
Probably the colors are probably funny on my phone, but you know, 'cause it's such dark water. I got two big old hunks of Mopani wood in there, and it just leaches and leaches and leaches.
Right. That'll do it.
Yeah, they say it could take over a year before it stopped.
Right.
Yeah. But this is kind of a recent one here. But I think it just set it up. It ain't even been like 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And I think it went to a serious bacterial bloom. And but it has cleared up a little bit. I've always heard just
Yeah.
leave
It's
it
probably
alone.
not bacteria. It's probably just dust. To clear. You got a sponge filter you can put in it?
Well, I got that internal filter right there,
Okay.
which it's made for 15 gallons, and this is only a 10. So,
Yeah.
but there's one albino corridori in there, and there's a couple of snails, and I
Oh,
had one shrimp in there, and I ain't seen him in a while. So, but I don't think the shrimp, I've tried and tried and tried with them, but they just there's something about my water that
maybe.
they don't like, and it's well water. I mean, it comes out the ground. I don't have any city
You'll be
tap out here, but
hard to say.
it's really soft water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the shrimp just, I'm going, you know, if they can't survive in the water I provide for them, then I just won't have them. You know?
Well, yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
Same
Yeah.
here.
So I'm
Yeah.
not going to keep on buying them and keep on killing them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
'Cause, if they can't adjust to what I got, then, but there's numbers of fish. I mean, tetras and that Jack Dempsey and a lot of fish do like it. So, you know,
Yep. Yep.
but
Sounds
what's
good.
your opinion on the pothos? I've heard some people say that it can harm some fish.
No, it's
No.
not harmful at all.
Okay.
The root system can take over the tank inside,
Right.
but if it does, you just cut it back.
Right.
You cut the root system back.
Yeah. Well, I've done trimmed them once because I mean they were about to reach the bottom of the tank one time.
Right. But I
But,
like them. Once they get going, they'll just grow really very long. You can
Right.
fill it with them. Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, I think this is good. It's been clearing up. I'm just good. I was always told if you have some kind of bloom like that to just leave it alone. One day you go walk in there and it's gonna be
Crystal clear.
it's
Right.
gonna be clear, you know. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't seem to be affecting the fish that's in there because ain't but one. You might could see him against that Sam. It is one albino, and if he does good in there, I'm gonna go get him some buddies.
That's
There you
good.
go.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll let you get to the other people in line. And
You. You bet.
Y'all have a good and blessed day.
Thank you.
You
Love
too.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Prodigious. Is Prodigious here?
Nope. Nope. We
There
got
he
him.
is.
Hey.
There he is.
Oh,
There
is your
he
voice
is.
okay?
Gotcha. Your
We don't
volume.
have audio.
Is that
There
better?
he is. Yeah.
Okay. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm tired.
Was that a cast on your hand? I hope you didn't get injured.
Yeah, I fell down the stairs.
Oh,
Oh
ouch.
no.
Yeah, and I fractured my hand. Well,
Oh
my
my.
pinky and my
Sorry to
wrist.
hear it.
Good
Yeah,
grief.
but I've had it on for like a week or two now, and it's like not hurting as much anymore.
That's
Good.
good.
Yeah, but I did want to show you guys this.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's so helpful. That's so helpful. This button now. So this is what I got it looking like now.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh,
My
that looks
mollies are little bullies, and then I
good
put that in
job.
there too.
Nice.
Yeah. I did notice this. Where is it? Where is it? The big one. I think it's that one. She's like a bully or something. Can you see her?
Yeah, she's full of babies.
Oh, okay.
She's looking to get people out of the way so she can have her babies.
Oh,
Now, if they were in the wild, there would not be anybody around her at all.
oh.
She'd
Okay.
have to chase away. There's no place to chase them to in there. So,
Yeah, I had to get a bigger tank.
or if you got something you can move her into, that would
I got
work.
this base, but I don't know. I
That's
think it's too small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she should be in a tank at least that size.
You think a breeder box? Or would that be too small too?
I don't think you need to. It's okay in there. She's not hurting anybody.
No.
The only issue is the babies are probably going to be eaten up.
Oh.
So you might have a chance to rescue some because they
Okay.
probably will come to the top, and with all that plant in there, you should be able to save a few.
Okay.
Everybody,
Well, as long as I can save a few.
they look great. A real
Thank you.
healthy tank.
Do you know what that one is? This blue one right here? This little one? Eeh.
That's a platy.
Mhm.
Oh, dang. I thought
In
it
the
was
back.
another molly. Yeah,
No,
that one
it's
right
a
there.
platy. Yeah, it's a platy.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah, nice.
But thank you. Thank you guys for seeing me today.
You bet. I appreciate it. Good looking tank.
Thank you. You guys have a good one too.
Take
You
care.
too. Feel better.
Thank you.
Let's see. Who else is here? So Jen
Yeah.
Campbell is here.
Mhm.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Sitting here staring at my babies. I figured I'd come say hi.
Nice. Some electric blue acaras in there. Look at all of them. They're growing up, aren't they?
They are. They're getting big quick. We still got to figure out who's boys and who's girls. But see my Adonis?
Oh, I do.
He got big.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah, he had that little fungus patch that we treated.
Right.
He seems to be doing good.
Hey, looks healthy.
Yep.
Healthy and happy.
They're all mad because I'm not feeding them yet.
Uh,
And then there's the real tank.
wow. Isn't that gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
Just
That
gorgeous.
is gorgeous.
That's what a platted tank should look like.
There's my blue diamond,
How about that?
king of the tank.
That's a
Nice.
beautiful tank.
You think, y'all have never done a whole spiral around my living room. Here you go.
Well, my,
Oh,
Shrimp
love it.
shrimp tank, beta tank, 60-gallon tank, 50-gallon tank,
you got a few tanks up there. Look at this.
20
Mercy.
gallon tank, 20-gallon
You
tank,
sleep
50
in your
gallon
fish
tank.
room, do you?
Do what?
You sleep in your fish room.
I do.
I
Nice.
love your fish room.
Why, thank you. I just finished it about 2 weeks ago and got all the tanks in this room and everything's. This is my zen.
You're dead,
Absolutely.
right?
If I'm not at your fish tank, I'm at mine.
Right. And Jen is the one that's been doing all the work on scaping all of her aquariums in the shop. You can
Oh,
see
okay.
you can see what she's about there. Just
Cool.
really remarkable. Beautiful work.
I just love the natural systems.
Oh yeah.
Definitely nothing organized about it, but it is gorgeous.
Well, I think it's highly organized, actually.
So these are the things I was talking about. What are these little rocks? It's some kind of media, but the shrimp seem to like to go in there and have their babies.
They're ceramic.
I
They're
want
they're
to.
ceramic. Yeah, they're used in canister filters as a media,
Oh,
as a filtration media, a biological media.
okay. Yeah, I just made a little pile of them over there, and that seems to be where the shrimp breed the most.
Uh, yeah, they
So,
call them beads for some reason.
gotcha. Yeah, I want to get some more. Those are the Prostilla glow tetras I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
See that it doesn't look so unnatural in this tank because of all
Right.
the
They are
color.
pretty, aren't they? Yeah, they're kind of small too.
Yep.
Oh,
And they breed in here.
right.
Well, I don't want to keep you on here all night. I just wanted to come say hi and show you the babies.
Appreciate it, Jen. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate seeing you.
Yep.
You
Thank
too.
you, Jen.
Yep. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
See you in the
All
morning.
right. Talk to you
Right.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Then we've got a
Nice.
few more questions when you're ready.
Sure, go ahead. Ever had a reptile? When I was in high school, we had a herpetology club, and I was president of the herpetology club.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've had a lot of the story. I've told this before, but it's been a long time. When I was about 9 years old, we used to visit my mother's parents, my grandparents. They lived on Kent Island on the eastern shore of Maryland, and they had a farm on the water. It was idyllic, just idyllic. Um, one summer, my brother and I worked for my grandfather for about a month. He raised chickens like every other farmer on the eastern shore. And he had to clean out the chicken house, which is a huge building.
Oh
So
yeah.
he hired my brother and I to shovel out the chicken manure, which we did. And instead of paying us, he gave us each a Penn fishing reel, a very nice reel. I think I may still have it. Um, anyway, we got presented these at Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or something. No, it was in the summer because that's when I caught the snake. And I knew what it was. They were having a family reunion. My grandfather was the oldest of 12, and they used to all get together about once a year. The whole clan would go to like 100 people would come together, and we were part of that. So I found this snake, and it was a ribbon, a grass snake, a ribbon snake, about probably 2 foot long or 18 inches long. It seemed immense to me, thin as a pencil, long, thin, really pretty, bright green snake. And I was so excited to have it. I took my reel out of the box and put the snake in the box and set it back down on the in the house on the sideboard. Later on, my father was a very tough guy. He mellowed a lot as a minister. Was always kind of guarded about. He grew up very tough on the streets of Baltimore. Played sandlot baseball. He was he umpired professional baseball as a young man. It was the old International League, which at that point, that was in the early 40s, late 30s, early 40s, was the Black League, the League of Black Ball Players. Jackie Robinson came out of that league and played for the New York Yankees. That's what broke the color line. But my father used to umpire for that league. So he was a tough guy, got into fights. He would come home all beat up and bloody from defending his parents. His parents were deaf, and the kids in the neighborhood would make fun of him with fan gestures and all this stuff. My father would beat them all up and be beat up in the process. He'd come home after getting beat up in a fight, defending his parents' honor. He'd come home and his father would beat him for fighting.
Oh, no.
So he grew up very tough. Anyway, he was a city boy. So snakes were not something he had any affiliation with at all. It was more or less terrorized by them. Well, as I got the story, he opened the box to look at the reel, and out popped this snake. And I can only imagine what ensued after that. I'm sure he picked it up and put it outside. He would not have done otherwise. He certainly would not have run off and squealed. He would have, he might have killed it. I don't know about that. But he certainly was distraught by it. He never really showed, well, he did show his displeasure, but it was always very controlled. Anyway, I heard about this, got scolded for it. A couple of days later, he came to me and said, "Look, I'll make you a deal. If you never bring another snake in the house, I will buy you an aquarium." Mercy.
That's a good deal.
The Lord has blessed me. Oh man, I jumped at that deal.
I
Never
bet.
brought another snake in the house, but boy, did we have the aquariums. I took over the basement as a teenager. I had aquariums from then on. Was just utterly fascinated by it and delighted and thrilled. Can't even remember what the first one was. I think it was a 20, might have been a 10. I think it was bigger than that. I think it was like a 20. And he and I would go visit. There was a local fish store that was actually the living room of a couple where they had built a rack of tanks on the wall. And then get fish in there, and we'd come buy a few fish and bring them home. Great memories. Great memories. So, yeah, I've had reptiles. I've had a lot of them. Snakes, turtles. While I was in Florida, I had a lot. All kinds of lizards. I had a big selection of reptiles in my shop. in Florida. Had some big sulcata tortoises. I tried doing reptiles here, but it hasn't worked out. I don't have the market for it. And frankly, we're too busy with other things to really pay adequate attention. Right now, I've got a couple of bearded dragons here, and that's about it. 2 pairs of canaries and a couple of beardies. And the beardies are going to get sold, and so are the canaries. They're just, they're more in the way, frankly, than anything else. It's a small shop, and it's focused on fish, and that's where the focus needs to be. We will have a few saltwater tanks. I've got one brackish. We got a tank in. It's a 125 that we're going to set up. It was a saltwater tank, a very, very nice one with a lot of very expensive equipment. So we're going to set that up as a salt tank, and we'll keep gobies, clownfish, that kind of stuff, little gobies, and be able to sell some small fish for small systems. But I'm going to do it the same way I do everything else. We'll do it as natural aquariums, and we will actually go out to the ocean, which is a half-an-hour drive, collect water and collect substrate, and set the tanks up that way. So the people getting them here will be able to maintain them from the local environment. So long answer to a quick question. Yes, I've had reptiles.
And then we got a question from Benjamin.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sand is crushed rock. It's just finer. But that's exactly what sand is. It's crushed rock. Usually washed, crushed. Not always. Deserts are not washed. I guess originally they were. I guess that's how sand is created in oceans. Yeah, that's fine. You notice with Jen's tanks, she has all kinds of like gravel and little rocks and stuff on her tanks. Those are all dirt and deep substrate tanks, but she has that as an aesthetic proportion in her tanks.
Their tanks look nice.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I did not initially recognize. I've never seen her tanks before, and I looked at them. That first tank, which I remarked on before I even realized it was hers. I made the comment, "This is what a planted tank should look like," and then I looked more closely and I recognized the style. It's the same style. She has a definite style of decorating. All aquascapists do. If you look at the chapter in our book, the author of that chapter has a very distinctive style of aquascaping. And you can tell the person, it's like an artist. You can look at it. You can look at a famous artist painting and know who painted it just because of this style. It's all very unique and very. You get that way from just years and years of developing those skills. It doesn't happen quickly or easily. It takes many, many, many years, 10, 20 years at least. Benji.
Hi.
Oh, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, except Your tank is standing on end.
Yeah, you want to turn it. Yeah,
Is that better?
awesome. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless you guys.
God bless you
Thank
too.
you.
I'm
That-
from Australia, and
okay.
yeah, this is my tank here. It's been a very long journey. It was a sterile tank 3 years ago, and I had a lot of dead fish. So I've learnt a lot since then, and this is my tank today. It's a beautiful journey. I sit in front of it at night and relax, and it takes me into another world.
Amen. Amen.
Um,
Quite
and I've
nice.
actually, the only thing I've done is I wish I put soil down, because I had an inch of gravel and I put about 3 inches of sand over it, but it's going well. It's going well. And that's the crushed rock. So that was
Yeah,
the question I asked before. That was the crushed rock I
right.
put down. I've got spiderwood in there. I've got one beautiful Indian almond leaf.
Right.
Got an angelfish in there. So I've got, it's learning. It's a beautiful hobby, you know, like it really is. This tank would have been on the curb 3 years ago if it wasn't for you, Father Fish. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
And it's going well. It's going well.
I like it.
Yeah. You think I need to add anything in? I've got one Indian almond leaf in there. I can put another one in there. They're quite awesome. I've got 10 of them.
Well, you could use different kinds of leaves. Just leaves from your yard or from the local forest. A mix of leaves is better because they have different nutrients and they break down at different rates.
Sweet. Yeah,
I love
and
that wood.
yeah, I'll put that in like probably a week ago. It's a spiderwood. We had a really cool exotic pet shop open here because I'm in the country, and it floats. So excuse me, it floats. So I've got it. I've got it on the glass up there. So it'll eventually have weight where it can stay down. But at the moment, it's really, really cool. And it is, you know, I remember that thing, killing them with kindness. And that's the thing, isn't it? I tend to feed them. I like to feed them, but I'm trying to do every 2 days. I think every 2 days seems to be working.
Yes.
Is that okay with, is that a good thing?
No, that's fine. Your fish, so long as the fish are healthy, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they look great.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful thing to talk to you guys. I love you guys, man. It keeps you going through this world. It's beautiful to have a hobby on the side that you can do. And I tend to sit in front at night and just escape. And I think it's just healthy, but it's also important to get a healthy tank, and that takes time. It takes time, and I'm always learning.
Yeah. Well, you're doing well. I think you're doing very well. I like it.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for your time today. And God bless you all from Australia here.
You bet. I appreciate you coming up, Benjamin.
Thank you very much, Father Fish. Thanks, guys.
Bye for now.
And we've got a question from Todd.
How do I get my pH down? It's 8.8. That's a little high, isn't it? I wonder why it's that high.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And he had to leave before he was able to get to his question. So he'll be watching the replay.
You can certainly add distilled water. That'll lower it. Distilled water, rainwater, RO water, reverse osmosis, anything like that. Spring water, they're all the same. They're all very low pH. I would do about maybe 10% Rainwater is perfect if you can capture rainwater, about 10%. That'll get it down around 8.0. 8.0 is fine. 8.8 is a little high. It will probably not hurt most fish. Some of the plants may not like it. Hard to say. Could go the other way. Aponogetans won't like it. The bulb plants. Madagascar lace won't like it. But the vows and swords and grips, they'll love it. Anubias. It's not the end of the world. It is a little high. I would want to get it down. But first, I'd want to try to figure out why it's that high, because it should not be coming out of the tap at that pH. That's not a normal, that's not a normal standing water pH, unless it's in something awfully alkaline. That's highly alkaline water. What's this Jason Z? Use a method, healthy plants, rest of lots of roots, pH levels. Is this, oh, there it is, same question.
Mm-hmm.
pH, that may or may not be. At 8.8, that would be a little high. I don't know what Jason's levels are at. If it's like 8.0, it doesn't need to be lowered. If it's 7.5, it most certainly does not need to be lowered. So it depends on what it is. A lot of people think if it's 7.1, it's too high, but that's not true. 7.1 may be too low a pH. The issue is whatever it is what it is. And you heard the conversation earlier with a fellow from South Carolina. If they can't live in my water, I don't keep them. And that's my attitude. Any fish that can't live in my water, by and large, I don't keep them.
Same here.
I don't try to adjust my pH to suit any notion of what it somehow ought to be. I'm not aware of any fish that will not survive in 8.0 water and be perfectly happy and perfectly healthy. Now, that's not to say they have come out of that water. Some of the Borneo gouramis are living in water that's 5.0. It's extremely low pH. But they have now been bred in captivity in water that's substantially higher, and they're living long term in water that's 7 to 7.5 and higher. Fish are able to adjust to pH. It simply takes them a little time. Now, the reality is, if you take a fish that's living in 8.0 and you take it out and put it into water that is 6.0, it will be dead in less than a minute. Mm-hmm. Because the density of the water is so different, it causes the water inside the cell structure to expand to try to equalize that pressure to what it's now in, and the actual cell walls will rupture, killing the fish. So you can't do that. That's the only good reason for checking pH when you got new fish, is to know what your pH is. Anybody who has 6.0 water pH has got some real serious issues. Bacteria is not going to be one of them. Growing plants will be, and maintaining any kind of African cichlid, at least initially, and bringing fish out of a natural or even a shop environment and putting them in your tank can be deadly. There's very little water that occurs naturally in potable water that is that low a pH. Now, if it's spring water, it's going to be very low pH. It'll be rainwater, it'll be surface water, and it'll be a pH hovering around 6.0. You can keep fish in that. You have to act.
Looks like we lost Father Fish. Well, he'll be back momentarily, guys. You know how it goes with technology. It has a mind of its own. Hey, there he is.
Don't try to do it all at once. It won't work. I forgot what I was saying. I talked right through that, and I was.
Well, we got an update from Jason Z. He says that it gets over 8 every 3 days, which is
well. There, okay. So there, you've got something in there that is dissolving into the water. You need to figure out what it is and remove it. It could be the substrate. You could have a calcium-based substrate that would be doing precisely that. Figure out what it is. There's something that's probably calcium-based in your tank that is dissolving in the water. Figure out what it is and get it out of there, and that'll stop happening. What else?
Well, we've got a question from Lloyd Goodyear.
Are scuds and rams orange? Rams orange certainly are not. Scuds will go after baby shrimp. Mm-hmm. So that's an issue. If you want to raise shrimp, it's you can do it. You can raise them with scuds. It's just going to limit the population. Mm-hmm. You won't have a fast growing population of shrimp. They won't go after the adults. That's not the issue, but they will go after babies. Jenny Campbell, what's she talking about? Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We've also got a question from Kevin.
No, it's not. RO water, reverse osmosis water, is what you get with a reverse osmosis system. It's a filtration system that filters out minerals. Minerals are dissolved in the water, but they're very tiny particles. They're actually particulate matter, and a very superfine, like micron level filter will filter them out and leave that water without those minerals in it, such that it will be a pH of 7.0 with a mineral count of 0 or maybe 7, 8, or 9, like that. It'll be very low. The problem is it is not a stable. It's not a stable pH because there are no carbonates in the water, and lacking carbonates causes the pH to go down purely from biological activity. Biological activity works against carbonates. So you need adequate carbonates to be able to maintain a stable pH. That's one of the critical components of our supplement, the Aqua Preta supplement. it contains substantial carbonates, such that that water will not drop pH literally for years. And there's really nothing. You would have to pour vinegar in the tank, which is a mild acid, over an extended period of time to be able to burn off those carbonates adequate to be able to bring that pH down. And so it's a very stable pH at between 7.5 and 8.0, depending on your water. RO, the problem with RO water is the same problem with rainwater, with spring water, with distilled water. They all are water that have no minerals, and because of that, no carbonates. Now, you can have highly mineralized water that has no carbonates in it. So theoretically, it's possible to have water that is very high in minerals with a very low pH. That's unusual. It's almost unheard of, but it does occasionally happen that there are no carbonates in those minerals. It's highly mineralized, but without carbonates. It is the carbonates that hold the pH up, not the minerals. Although carbonate is a mineral, it's one of many. Potassium, for example, is a mineral. Magnesium is a mineral. Iron is a mineral. There are many minerals in salt water, for example, including carbonates. It's very high in carbonates, salt water is. That's why coral are able to manufacture, and clams are able to manufacture their shell or the coral stone, because those are all calcium based. They're pulling carbonates out of the water in order to build their shell or their covering their home. What else? What else we got for questions there?
Well, Kim's got a question about blackworms.
No, is the short answer. We can sell blackworm culture, but it is culture. It is not pure blackworm. It is blackworm in mud. So it's not something you want to dump into your fish tank necessarily, although I do it. I do it routinely. I'll put it in a net and shake it out to get the loosest material out and then dump it in. There's a lot of sand in it, a lot of like leaf litter, that sort of thing. So it's very healthy for the tank.
Hey, that
That's
works.
that's the way I work. That's how we're keeping them. We're keeping them in that kind of environment. We have an air stone on it, so it's aerated. It doesn't get foul. It can be smelly, but not foul. Usually, it's not. It's just kind of yucky, is what it really is. You can't see through it. Can't see into it at all. It's pretty murky. But we are keeping them alive. We keep about a half a pound to a pound in a 40-gallon tub, and they pretty well live in there. Matthew Plowden, a $10 super chat. Thank you, Matthew. I'm a driver's and a concrete company, wondering if pea gravel added to tank would increase water hardness. Probably not. It depends on what that pea gravel is made of. If it has a calcium base of some sort, then yes. If it's anything else, granite, for example, or any kind of crystal, then it will not. It has to have an element in it that dissolves in the water that contains some kind of carbon or carbonate, some kind of calcium. Concrete company, they may sell a calcium-based product that you certainly could use. You want to go easy with it. The Adam's asking about the update on the hard copy of the book. The printer is doing pagination right now. They're actually laying the book out. They've been at it for about 2 months. It's a massive project. There are over 100 illustrations in the book. I think it may be closer to 200. And it's a 500-page book. So it's a big undertaking.
That it is.
They've been at it. We should be getting the final edit was done. So we know what we're working with. The text edit is completed. The next step is the layout. And then after the layout, we decide how we want it bound. And that'll be pretty straightforward. I think it's going to be a thick paperback, a larger one, like a 10-inch paperback or whatever it is. It's a bigger paperback, and I'll have one here to show you. We were hoping it would be ready by the end of the summer, but we're at the end of the summer and it's not. So we're hoping for the fall, hoping for a rollout this fall. They got it in January, I think. So it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's a pretty massive undertaking. And it did take 5 people 2 years to write. So this is it's a process. It's a process.
Right.
We will get to the end of it. When we get to the end of it, I've given up kind of guessing. And the publishing company is no help in that respect either. They won't give me a date. And I'm sure it has to do with other projects they're involved in. So, we're not the only book they're publishing, and they have staff that's able to function at a given rate. So we're dealing with that as well. So it is what it is. It'll be done when it's done. I don't know. Do buy the ebook. You will find the ebook ultimately is going to be more valuable, easier to use, and more practical than the hard copy. The hard copy is going to sit on their shelf. The ebook, you will be able to scroll through, find exactly what you're looking for, and go directly to it. So it'll be totally integrated. But thank you for the question, Adam. What in the world? Green dots. Okay. Green dots that sink to the substrate. So you see them on the surface and you see them falling through the water column. Is that what you're saying? And you think they're killing the plants. Well, if they're green, they are plants. So they're not killing plants unless they're suffocating existing plants. And if I don't know what would do that, I don't know what would grow on the surface, fall to the bottom, and as a living plant, and choke out plants.
He replied.
Huh?
He replied that it's
Water meal.
watermeal.
Never heard of it.
Same here.
Wolfia water meal.
Then he said it started with new plants, and yes.
Water meal. All right, we're gonna look this one up. Wolfia. Well, there's a thing of beauty.
Christian B said watermeal is a type of duckweed.
That's what it looks like. Okay, I see it now. It's a very tiny duckweed. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I have it growing in my worm tank, actually. Water meal, they call it. It's the smallest plant in the world.
Yeah, it is. That is tiny.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing stuff. I imagine if it dies and falls to the bottom, it could suffocate. Theoretically. I don't much like it. I have it in one tank. I've had it in other tanks. Now, I've never had it get thick like that hand with it growing on it. I've had it fairly thin, never more than one layer deep, and never completely covering the tank. Water meal. It's like a duckweed, like a tiny, tiny, tiny duckweed, except it's not a duckweed. It does not have a root. Interesting stuff. Water meal. Huh. Never had a name for it. Appreciate it. Is it, you want to, now here we go. Do you want to know if it's edible? Do you want to know if it flowers? It does flower.
That's interesting.
Here's a flower. I don't see a flower. Here we go. I don't see a flower.
Nope.
Smallest flowering plant in the world. I guess the flower is this bigger thing. I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen that. That's interesting.
That is.
So the question is it killing your plants? It's never killed mine. It's not to say it can't. If it's to the point where it's become significantly thick, I would start removing it. American Explorer, that's one of yours, I guess.
American Explorer.
Is that one of yours?
Not seeing them on my channel.
It says remove as standard moderator. I don't think I created a wrench for it. There's Jenny Campbell. It's a micro duckweed. Right. Yeah, it looks like it. It is tiny stuff. I didn't see it. I think the first time was just a few years ago. Guppies and goldfish eat it. Right. Well, there you go. It's probably a perfect goldfish food. Didn't realize guppies ate it. That's interesting.
That is.
so you can feed it. Jenny Campbell.
Oh wow, I just realized the time, Lewis. Actually 8:13. We went over.
Oh, did we really? My goodness.
That's awesome.
Well, we're just getting to enjoy this too much.
Right?
We got to learn to control ourselves. All right. Put a goldfish in there.
That'll
It'll
definitely get rid
disappear.
of it.
I do that all the time. I put
Mhm.
goldfish in my aquariums. They do quite well as a rule. I would not put a goldfish in with a bunch of Africans or some big aggressive South American or Central American cichlids, but I certainly would have put them in a typical community tank. Angels, guppies, platies, any of the libraries, any of the tetras, all of that stuff, gouramis, they'll do just fine with. And they're a really good cleaner fish. And if you get a pretty one, they're kind of spectacular in the tank, really. No reason not to have goldfish in your tank. All right, I guess we're down to the gut root of this business.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Wednesday and do it again one more time.
Sounds like a plan.
We got the music. There it is right there.
Love my little fishes
What is that?
as they swim up.
That's
There we-
weird.
I love my little fishes
There we go.
as they swim
Got it.
about their home.
Got it.
When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishes are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and the colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Nice job, Bill. Wonderful to meet you. Great. And we'll be on Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Yeah. For now.
Bye.
Do.